Hello, good morning friends. This is Shivakkumar again, and today I like to discuss about tips for selecting the right implementation partner for SAP implementation in your company. Okay, so a successful SAP ERP implementation is determined by the number of factors, and selecting the right implementation service provider is high on the list. But choosing the best PIP partner requires more than simply evaluating what services each candidate offer. Okay, so 1 minute, actually I will put my headphone. So according to recent reports from the market researchers, number of companies like Gartner. So the number of ERP projects increased in 2010, and coming days as companies in a variety of industries and geographies found budget for IT project that had been delayed for a year or two. Okay, for implementation service providers. Gartner, or say actually I can say the big consultants like ABB and then AG, all these things, right? And they says actually this brought about a new challenges such as difficulty of stopping for the project, delays in finding the professionals with the right skill sets, right? Especially for the newer SAP products, and so the attrition, right? So clearly the provider's workloads versus resources ratio is an extremely important consideration when selecting a partner, right? To find out what other factors are most important when choosing a service partner, so we have inside profiles recently talked with many people, and even many research directors they ought to find out consulting and the system integrator specialist is very difficult these days, and so we need to strive hard for that. Okay, so when company selects an implementation partner, how should its own size related to the size of the partner? Okay, the size of the project matters more than the size of the company. If you are implementing a large global project, you will want a service partner that has a bench strength to perform multiple streams of work, and one of the that is a geographical coverage across the countries to which you are deploying the resources. So the other consideration is the strategic intent of your initiative. If you are using SAP software to transform the way that your company works, changing process, business models, and so on, and as an opportunity or as opposed to merely implementing a technology product, you should look at the service partner with the breadth of the capabilities to help you on deep dive this transformation to a successful way. A big service partner is more likely to have a breadth and depth of capabilities to help the business process changes, to predict that and exactly fine-tune it. So the program management, risk management, and change management, right? Those all this management comprising a project management, right? In addition to implementing the software. Okay, these are very important. Typically, a small company should like to service partners that is having a small and mid-sized business SMBs focus. Although these services partners lend to the smaller, some fairly big names focus on SMB, small and mid-sized business, right, market in the SAP space. On the other hand, many small firms provide SAP staff augmentation services for larger campaigns or companies, and may not necessarily be hold fit for the SMBs in the field of implementation partner that understands and can provide a full range of activities to help small company implement and adapt a new SAP systems. Okay, So a good implementation provides for small and mid-scale business with typically being into engagement into a pre-configured or a certified SAP solution with SAP best practices, as well as the implementation partners' past experiences, their involvement in particular area of implementation, which will cut implementation time. Again, I am saying implementing a software is only part of the battle. The other half is helping the client or the stakeholders to ensure company is ready and able to fit for to adapt changes, right? So what other factors are most important in selecting an implementation partner is the second question. Compared to the first question might be, when company selects an implementation service partner, how should its own size related to the size of the partner? So again I told, actually it depends on the size of the project. And second question, what other factors are most important in selecting an implementation partner? So I can say, based on my experience and track record for the similar implementations of your client, fit for the purpose, making benefit realization a central theme of the SAP initiative, vertical expertise, total cost of implementation, and cultural fit. Okay, these are the main factors which are most important in selecting an implementation partner. Okay, so when coming to experience, what is experiencing with and in track record for similar implementation, right? Ideally, a partner will have familiarly with the implementation of so-called similar size and mid-size companies and scope, but also the experience with the modules to be implemented. And while most implementation partners are very familiar with the core modules, some have not implemented or yet implemented some newer modules or an industry specific, IS specific SAP modules. Make sure the implementation partner has people on the team who have experience implementing those modules, or the very least they have been trained on them, right? If the implementation partner does not have a people with the experience on a critical module, and SAP customers should look into include experienced SAP consulting professionals on the implementation team. So next point will be fit to purpose. It is important to consider the reason for implementation. If an upgrade is a purely technical one, look for the partner that has the tools and methodology to implement quickly at a low cost and with the minimal disruption to the business. On the other hand, for the enterprise with wide instances, consolidation and process harmonization initiative, looks for an implementation partner with cross-functional teams that can bring business process best practices, rigorous program management discipline, organizational change management capabilities, and SAP software expertise will be considered more important criteria, right? And making third point is making benefit realization a central theme for SAP initiative. Okay, so here I can say benefit realization refers to the business value that the company helps to achieve through an implementation, identifying the benefit and metrics to measure upfront and then tracking them over a course of a project as well as post implementation. So allows a company to gauge a project success, gauge in the sense measuring the project success, right, and make adjustments if necessary. The best implementation partners puts a part of the field at risk, or put a part of the field at a risk, trying them to achieve achievement of these benefits. Okay, and as a fourth, vertical expertise. Look for an implementation partner with the professionals who understand the nuisance of your industries. I can say actually it's not a nuisance, I can say it is a problem of your industry and its process. Sorry to use a nuisance word, actually it is not a right apt word. So I can say to understand the nuance of the of your industry and its process, and who can craft a solution for an industry or extend the SAP solution if gap exists. Okay, so this is very important. To understand the gap, we need to gauge gap existence, right? We need to try to fix the gaps. That is important. So that is expected from the vertical expertise. So the total cost of implementation as a fifth point, right? So factor deciding the importance in selecting an implementation partner. So while companies tend to took at per hour labor rates, so the key is reality the total of cost of implementation. The implementation provides that us have invested in tools, pre-built assets and accelerators may have the same or a higher per hour rates, but can provide a solution at a lower overall cost. Cultural fit. An implementation is after all a people business, and an SAP implementation could take years with consultants and internal people working side by side for the extended periods of time. The fit between them makes for the successful team. In order for consultants and internal people to work as a one team, they need to share the same values and the work culture. A high collaborative implementation partner may not work well within a hierarchical client culture and vice versa. So the beautiful here is the chemistry between the team members and also the part in customer experiences and should be taken into account, right? So these are the important reasons to choosing a partner, implementation partner. So next question in coming in mind. So what can internal IT organization do help ensure a successful relationship with the partner? So for the new companies or starters in implementation of SAP, so those clients with the IT leadership should make us sure key members of the project team are locked up in front with the selection of the partner, and at least some of the key members of the blueprint team needs to stay for the implementation to ensure continuity and knowledge transfer to the partner. Also, it is foremost important that internal team does not treat the SAP implementation like an outsourcing project and leave it solely in the hands of the partner, completely with the hands of the partner, right? So the project needs to be business lead, and the business needs to remain involved in all the stages, starting from project preparation till the go live. And as in my relation or any relationship, it helps to understand and honest with your implementation service provider, set realistic expectations and give candid and timely feedback, work openly together to solve the inevitable or unexpected problems that will rise without blame, and remember to celebrate success all along the way. Okay. And next question comes in mind. What are some of the more innovative trends among implementation service providers you come across in researching the Magic Quadrant report? Okay. So there is there is a lot of innovations among the SAP implementation partners to make SAP deployments more affordable and bridge gaps in SAP software. For example, many implementation service providers offer alternative pricing models that allow SAP customers to pay after their implementation cost through the monthly payments spread across several years. Also, many partners now can deploy SAP applications in a cloud environment to reduce infrastructure costs and pay only for the resource used. Some providers have developed a complementary solutions that cover the white space in SAP functionality. So, if SAP customer selects a partner that can help fill their gaps, that can significantly lower their cost because they won't have to custom build the projects or deal with the integrated headaches if used by the another best of breed solutions. Some implementation service providers are using innovative tools and accelerators to reduce the implementation time. One interesting example is the use of virtualization tools to use what is built is what business users are looking for, lowering the needs and rework ends cost. So thanks for watching my videos. I hope this will help you to decide how to choose your right implementation for your organization. Thanks for watching my video. This is Shivakkumar signing off. Hello, good morning friends. This is Shivakkumar again, and today I like to discuss about tips for selecting the right implementation partner in, for SAP implementation in your company. Okay,